You ever notice how everyone keeps saying, "We live in a free country"? Yeah, sure. You're free to do exactly what you're told. You're free to choose between options somebody else already picked for you. It's like a magic trick. They wave the flag in one hand while the other one quietly signs your paycheck, your mortgage, and your mind. You think you're free because you get to choose between Pepsi and Coke. That's not freedom, that's branding with bubbles. They tell you to be yourself, but only if yourself fits the dress code, the job requirements, and doesn't scare the neighbors. You're allowed to think, but keep it down, huh? Don't make anyone uncomfortable. Real freedom would mean thinking whatever you want, saying whatever you think, and not having to apologize for it later. But no, we've got freedom of speech with 1,000 disclaimers attached. Say what you want, but maybe not like that, not here, not to them, not today. We're free to vote for one of the two brands of politicians that both answer to the same sponsors. That's like going to a restaurant where the menu says, Choice A, dirt sandwich. Choice B, dirt sandwich with cheese. But we love it. We line up every 4 years to feel powerful. Look at me, I'm shaping the future. No, you're choosing who gets to read the teleprompter next. And the best part, they don't have to take freedom away from you, they just convince you you've already got it. You're born into a system, taught how to behave, what to buy, what to believe, and by the time you're old enough to question it, you're too busy paying for the privilege of existing. The system doesn't need guards, it's got salespeople, slogans, and holiday discounts. They'll tell you you're free because you can buy what you want. But what you want was programmed into your head by the same people selling it to you. It's not freedom, it's just clever management. Freedom today means you can choose your phone, your toothpaste, and your favorite distraction. That's not liberty, that's a loyalty program with better lighting. You think you're free to obey, and you'll thank them for the opportunity. You know what's funny about freedom? It's expensive. Apparently, the price of liberty is a 30-year mortgage, a car loan, and a credit card you'll never pay off. You're free, they tell you, as long as you keep making payments. Miss one, and suddenly your freedom gets repossessed. The bank doesn't care about your pursuit of happiness. It cares about your interest rate. And boy, does it take an interest. You're told from childhood that money can't buy happiness, but nobody mentions how lack of money can buy you a one-way ticket to misery. You can't afford to be free because freedom costs rent. You work 5-6 days a week just to buy back a little weekend, a tiny slice of time that's already over before you finish the laundry. They call it the American dream. Yeah, but you have to be asleep to believe it. They tell you hard work pays off, but have you noticed it mostly just pays bills? The paycheck hits your account, does a quick lap for victory, then waves goodbye to the landlord, the power company, and the grocery store. Freedom, you're not free, you're just financially leased. You're like a car someone else drives, but you have to wash. Everywhere you look, there's a bill: electricity, water, insurance, school fees, gas, and that mysterious service charge no one can explain. You're paying to live, paying to work, paying to die, and still thinking you're free. They got you believing that buying things makes you independent. Treat yourself, they say. Yeah, treat yourself to another layer of debt. The moment you think you're ahead, something breaks the car, the roof, your spirit, and you're right back in the hamster wheel. And yet, people defend this madness. They call it the system. That's just how it works. Yeah, it works on you. They've built an economy that keeps you busy chasing dollars, so you never notice who's holding the leash. You can't rebel against something you're too tired to question. They've managed to turn freedom into a subscription plan. You keep paying, they keep renewing your illusion. But if freedom depends on your balance sheet, then maybe it's not freedom at all, it's just credit with better marketing. You know what's really funny? People don't even need to be forced anymore, they volunteer for their own control. The system doesn't have to cage you. It just gives you comfort, and boom, you'll build the bars yourself. You wake up, check the same news, drink the same coffee, drive the same route, talk about the same nonsense, and call it routine. That's not routine, that's programming with a lunch break. They say the mind is free.
Oh, really? Then why do we all think the same things at the same time about the same people we've never met? Because someone told us to. The news tells you what to fear, the ads tell you what to want, and the calendar tells you when to smile.
You're not free, you're scheduled. Even your emotions are on a timetable. It's the holidays, be happy. It's Monday, hate everything. People laugh at the idea of being controlled. No one tells me what to do. They say, as they rush off to jobs, they hate to buy things they don't need. You don't have to tell people what to do, just make them want to do it. That's the genius. You don't need soldiers or chains, just clever advertising and a little guilt. Convince people that being busy means being important, and they'll imprison themselves in calendars, meetings, and self-help books. And the best part, people defend their own cage. That's just life. They say, no, that's just what life looks like when someone else is holding the paintbrush. You think you're in control, but really, you're just managing your own leash. The system doesn't even need to hide anymore, it's hiding in plain sight, disguised as convenience. They don't need to ban books. They just make sure you're too distracted to read one. The real prison isn't out there somewhere, it's in here, between your ears. They don't take your freedom, they trade it for comfort. And once you start loving your cage, you'll never want to leave it. You don't have to lock people up when they've already locked themselves in.